Oh, welcome back, heroes. Okay, so, just real quick, we made some changes last night when I got home from work. So, and I'm sorry for the late start this morning. I meant to start about 30 minutes ago so that we'd have 2.5 hours today. We're gonna have just over 2 hours before I have to head off to work today. But we made some changes, so this is now what our talent tree looks like. I went and found some information on how to do this melee guy a little bit better. So that's what I'm working on as far as mystic enchants. We are going to be using explosive charge when we hit 60. So for now, we're going to keep deadly bite on. So our DPS is lower just a tad, not a whole lot. We did grab explosive trap. This just allows our explosive trap to crit while we're in dungeons. Glyph of the Beast gives us more attack power by 2%, which is still great. We did quickfire tactics, so it reduces the cooldown of a lock and load to 15 seconds. Gaining lock and load reduces the cooldown of flare by 4 seconds. So this right here. So we've got 2 points into lock and load. That gives us a 66% chance when our trap or when we trap a target with freezing trap, freezing arrow, or frost trap, and a 4% chance when we deal periodic damage with your emulate, explosive trap, or black arrow to cause your next 2 arcane shots or explosive shot spells to trigger with no cooldown, cost no mana, and consume no ammo. This effect has a 22-second cooldown. It drops it down to a 15-second cooldown because eventually we are going to be getting explosive shot because with the mystic enchant called explosive charge, this is going to do more damage there. And then we're also going to be picking up, let's see, not collected. It's a purple, I believe. Yeah, charged up. This turns that into a melee ability. We also will want to get Black Widow Strike. So we were at like 12,000 runes of Ascension after making the changes to this. I spent a whole bunch trying to get Black Widow Strike to proc for us. There's a bunch of blue ones, but the blue ones are not overly important for us to like try and spend to get. If we get them, yay. If we don't, whatever. So first thing I want to do is try to get more. We're also working on our blacksmithing, or not blacksmithing, sorry, leatherworking. I did hit 46 last night while trying to do all this because I had to go do a couple I had to go do an event in order to get that legendary enchant for us. So there was that. So let's pop this. Let's spend 5 minutes doing that. And then I want to go see, because we're now 46, I want to go see if we can start doing the dungeons to get the chests from the command board. If we can't, we'll come back and start doing more quests. If we can, then I'm not going to worry about quests. We're just going to spam dungeons and worry about getting the skinning and leatherworking done. Oop, that was not what I wanted. Click on you. I wanted to go enchant scrolls here. We have Everliving for the druid. It says it's collected, so we can go ahead and re-roll it. Priest. Cleave for warrior. It's crazy to think I'm up to level 52 on here. I don't know if this level correlates to the level of stuff you're trying to get. I haven't really looked into that. If it does, then we have 8 levels to go before we can start getting our level 60 stuff. Improved rend. Booming Thunder. This is actually a really good one for shamans. I almost want to keep that. Yeah, we're gonna keep that. In fact, let's just save to collection, so I don't have to worry about accidentally re-rolling it. Glyph of just shamanistic strikes. If I could talk to someone, jeez. Twin disciplines for the priest, no thanks. TNT for the hunter increases the damage of your explosive shot and explosive trap, black arrow, and emulate by 6%. Is that one that I needed? No. That's not one that we wanted, so we'll just re-roll it. Endurance training also is not one. I'm glad we're getting hunter stuff, but can we get... There are specific hunter things I'm looking for. For example, like I need the purple for Black Widow's shot. But again, I don't know if this level correlates to the level of enchants you can get. Rogue. So like... That's level 30, so... Okay, and then we're completely out, and we ended up getting Eternal Water, which is a level 40 spell. Okay. Alright, so for the next 28 minutes, we're done with that. Let's go to... Orgrimmar's got 47 minutes. Alright. Let's go run to Orgrimmar real fast. And let's see if we can do the command board. I did pick up quests because I was trying to level up with some people last night while I was out grinding stuff. For example, in order to get the legendary that we have, if you want to farm that, there's an event like right here-ish that gives you an item. When you start the event, you use the item to complete the quest, and then you're good. What was that symbol, though? Is that the new boss? Oh, no, that's Crow's Cash, if you're high risk. Yeah. I know the music we're listening to is not very, like, spooky or Halloween-ish, but I really do like it for background noise. Alright, because, yeah, I'm hoping that we can use the command board to get, the dungeon quests. Let's see here. I wish our scroll hadn't had 45 minutes left on it. That would have been nice to just be able to do that. We did get a little... I don't think we really got any more points. But we did find a leatherworker quest. Problem is this dude wants us to not only be able to make a bunch of this nightscape stuff, but then we also have to either have herbalism, or we have to have potions. And in any case, you have to either go buy them or create them in order to turn in leatherworking quests. Makes no sense. And, like, the patterns that he gives us, I'm not a fan of, and I'm hoping I didn't mess myself up when it comes to leatherworking. Because, like, I'm hoping that I didn't, like, screw up and get all of that. We did get pretty much all the turtle stuff now, so spellcaster stuff is pretty good. Wait, oh no, that's the scorpion stuff. Turtle Scale Helm, again, int, spirit, good for healer and spellcaster. Crit Strike, this is just good for anybody. If it had agility on that, be fantastic. Same thing there, all int. And then we have the Tough Scorpid Gloves, which is huge jump if we could figure out where to get scorpion scales. Because it's really not that expensive to make these. It's 8 scorpion scales and 6 thick leather, along with 2 silken threads, so... Let's see. Let's see. I wish these had like a reason for making, right? Because like thick leather, not that hard to get. Cured thick hide can be a little tricky if you don't get the right drop. Getting an elixir of greater defense, either you need to have a friend that's an alchemist or go buy it. Silken thread 6. So like I would say, because it takes the potion of greater defense to make this, this should give you armor for having it equipped. You know what I mean? Or like the quick draw quiver uses an elixir of agility. This should give us agility for having this. See what I'm saying? Like it's just one of those things, man. Like I don't understand why some patterns require this stuff but don't give you anything for it. Whereas, like, if I do the Nightscape boots, right? Thick leather, heavy silken thread. It's giving me 12 agility. And then on top of that, it's also giving me effective stealth, which is great for rogues. Not great for us. Can only use outside. I am technically outside. I like how gravity sometimes works and then sometimes doesn't work here in Orgrimmar. It's weird. Alright, can we do... professions. Major healing penny, goblin, deviled clams, no heavy silk bandage, steel bar. So none of these are leatherworking. I could spend 62 gold out of the 79 gold we have, which would give us 2,000 runes of Ascension. And would progress us up this way, I think. Oh no, it doesn't say it does. Oh well. It would cost 116,250 runes to complete the entire week. Oh no, it's the rewards. Never mind. It would cost us 1,730 Bazaar tokens or 3,512 gold and 50 silver. I don't think that's a fair trade. Okay, so no on that. So let's hearth back. We'll just start doing some quests and we will queue for dungeons. Oop, that was not what I wanted. Because what we need to do is get more runes of Ascension so that we can try and do more enchanting so that we can attempt to get the Black Widow what's it called? The Black Widow Arrow Mystic Enchant. Let's see here. What exactly is it called? Excuse me. We need to get... Am I just passing it? Where the heck? Firewatch, Savagery, Stalkers, Kindle. Because I know I don't have it. I wish I did. Yeah, there we go. Black Widow Strike. That turns our black arrow into a melee weapon. We could still put this on our bar until we get it. But yeah. But here's my thing. So like this is level 50, right? And our enchant is at 53. So is there a chance for that to spawn or not? Alright, so I've collected all the quests here except for the dungeon quests. So we will go on Svitdine quests. So we've got stuff up there, we've got stuff over here, we've got stuff everywhere. Get our book out. All right. Problem is we need 40 metal fragments, and I think they only come from these ints. So let's go take out these gnolls as well. Homie was having a seizure. What the heck is that? Come on. Hello? That was weird. I clicked it. And it said that we joined. It said everybody said yay, and then we didn't go in, so it's weird. But we don't have the debuff for abandoning or not accepting, so I don't know what's up with that. So, I don't know. Yeah, we're waiting on... basically, at this point, we just need to level up so that we can get the skills that we need. I know where we could farm the Widow's Bite that we need. How the heck are you supposed to get that? The big issue that we're going to have with it, though, is it's an elite spider that has a chance of dropping the enchant that we need. It's not a guaranteed drop like an Avenge or something of that nature. Can you stop doing that? Not bad. Okay. Nothing good there, though. Let's go back across this way. We also need to find two-handed weapons, because I found out that we can do more damage with two-handed weapons, or with two one-handed weapons, and then it would be a lot simpler. Our DPS would go up from that. So let's drink some water, and then we're gonna take this guy out because it does look like there's another world forged item right there. I'm drinking water. Why is my mana not going up at all? There it goes. Good lord. I don't know why it wasn't going up. I don't know if we've done this one. Yeah, we have. Dang. We gotta take Growl off. Whoops. So we are looking for any melee weapon that is one-handed with agility, crit strike, attack power, any of that kind of stuff. Oops. Luckily, it's not an elite, it's just a little bitty minor. I need to get the add-on so I can just say greed on everything. I think you can set rules for it, so like if it's, I'm looking for things with agility, I'll need roll on all agility gear, but if it's not, I can, you know, greed or pass. But one of the biggest things I'm liking is the fact that we did resourcefulness first instead of this one, relentless, so that our attacks are doing or taking up less mana. So in dungeons, especially if we get paladin buffs and whatnot, we're not having to worry about it. So much for AoE. But like, this stuff would be really good. The only downside is we'd lose 12 damage per second there, and we would lose another 7 there. I'd have to do the math to figure out if it would be better to have those 2 on instead of the 2-handed we currently have. But yeah, our traps are less expensive, our melee is less expensive. Oh my god, I'm blowing them out of my AoEs. Who do we got in our group anyway? I've got a 42 Shami. I've got a 54 Priest. I've got a 34 Paladin tank, Wear 46, and a 16 Rogue. Messages while trying to do this. Usually, like I said, I get up a little bit earlier so I can do all this and not have to try and respond to stuff while I'm streaming. So I do apologize, but I am trying to stream and do stuff on work. But and so it's hard to text and there we go. All right, what'd he drop? 10 agility. We're knee rolling on that. Agreed on that one. 4 agility, 2 intellect doesn't really help us. I think the rogue won the dagger. Oh, which is a bummer. Yeah, he rolled a 32, I rolled a freaking 14. Jeez. making mode. We could also be doing more damage if I was tracking humanoids. My bad. Next thing I need to do is try and look up some macros so that we can auto swap to whatever tracking we need. I don't know if there is a macro like that, but it would be nice if there wasn't. Somebody loot this chest already? Back. I was really hoping to get a dungeon we hadn't done before so that we would have, you know, some quests to try and pick up. One of the associates I work with got a really lucky sell yesterday for a Tempur-Pedic King mattress on power with, you know, all the bells and whistles. So the boss people gave him a shout out because he broke the most amount of money in a single. They tracked for the whole weekend. So today being Monday, they tracked Saturday, Sunday. What's up, Starness? Um, but anyway, so he wrote the most amount of business yesterday, not just for our department, but apparently he wrote more than everybody all weekend, and he did it in a single day, basically in one transaction, which is crazy to think about. But sometimes, man, that's all it takes, is that one turnaround right there. Now, when does that stuff go out? I have no idea. Hopefully for him, it goes out before the end of the month so he gets paid on it. No, we would lose too much. There we go, boss fight. This team's actually really good. I wish we had gotten that that dagger so we could swap over to two-handed or two one-handed weapons to dual wield. Hold on 1 second, I just gotta respond to this real quick. Don't go down here. Grab the trap here because these guys are all done anyway. Crap. That tells you how much I know about other classes right now. This tank is actually really decent. We're not doing like ridiculous big pulls, but we're doing big enough pulls that it works. Oh, the priest just insta-died. Oh, I got smacked. Dang it. No bueno. One of the kiddos is not happy. We made it in time. Dungeon's complete. We got our bag, plus we've got 250 runes, because we need way more runes. I have no idea what this guy is. In case somebody needed the bobblehead. Alright. Oh, they're gonna do cookie. Okay, got it. Okay, now we can leave party. Dang, almost leveled up on that one. Okay. Okay. Let's put Hal back on. Sneak in here. Pick that up. Mount up, and we can escape. Now, it says we need to go up over this way to do the orgs. So, that is what we'll go work on. Five agility, 19 stamina. It does way more damage though. I just don't want to lose that much agility. Now, if like that was a one-handed weapon, 1000%. Oh, great. We're lagged. Son of a biscuit. And watch, we're gonna get kicked out. Like, this server, man. Like, this almost makes me want to go back and just play regular WoW. You know what I mean? Like, I love playing Ascension. But the constant server droppage really pisses me off sometimes. See? Watch. The whole server is going to be down too. See? There goes the realm. And there's a part of me that gets frustrated because when you bring it up to the devs about all of the realm droppage, they're like, "Oh, but it's improved. Like we've made improvements, so you can't say that it's still really bad." No, it's still really bad. Like, the game constantly has issues. But I'm really hoping that they figure out whatever the big issues are that's causing all the realm droppage for when COA goes live. Like, because I can tell you this right now, man. We will 100% have to go find a different game if COA goes live and it's still having this kind of mass issues. Because I love Conquest of Azeroth. Like, it is probably my favorite version of WoW, period, into story. But let's see, I actually don't need that. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, these guys hit decently hard, but not to where I'm like, oh my gosh, this really sucks. Like, I'm fairly confident I could probably take out both of these guys. Get him out. And now we can eat. See what I mean? Like, it's... they hit decent, but we're doing enough damage that it's not a big deal. I expected a Cheeto. All my arrows there. What up, Warlock? Towards item. I don't know. What level am I, guy? 46. Hit 46 last night, about to be 47. Maybe today, I don't know, because I have an hour before I have to get off. What I'm not looking forward to, guy, is farming for my next Mystic Enchant. I need to get the Mystic Enchant for Black Arrow, and apparently there's one elite that can drop it, and it's a low probability of being dropped. It says there's more this way, so just gonna keep going this way then. Warlock can follow me or not. I don't. It doesn't bother me one way or the other. $51, almost 52. Yeah. So, I did some research while I was at work, and I figured out I've been building this dude wrong. Are you serious, bro? Oh, look, I can just jump in and do whatever I want. Because I'm a Shami. But yeah, like, I figured out that I'm doing the build wrong yesterday while looking at some stuff. So, I got on last night for a little bit to try and redo as much as I could. So for example, we redid our talent trees in survival. We're still melee, but we are going to be doing an explosive and black arrow build because there are mystic enchants. Here, this is what I didn't realize. There are two enchants that we want. We want explosive charge for our legendary, so when we hit 60, that's going in there, right? We need charged up. And then we need, where is it? Black Widow Strike. We need both of those because it turns Explosive Arrow and Black Widow Arrow into melee abilities. And that's going to be the core part of our damage. I'm just hoping that while I'm doing my mystic enchants, that I'm able to. All right, so Warlock Boy is not following us, so leave party. So we can start queuing for dungeons again. I am hoping that while doing the mystic enchants, we're able to get the Black Widow to drop, so I don't have to go and try and farm it. Because from what I understand is farming for it, you could kill 5 things for it, or you could kill 500 things to get it to drop, because it's not a guaranteed drop. Trying to see if there's also a like World Forged item back here somewhere. Yeah, but see, that's the thing is I don't know, is every mystic enchant capable of being gotten with rerolls by rerolling here, right? Because if it is, great. It's just an amount of runes of ascension in order to get that, right? Because then after that it's just getting blues. Ah, so there is one. Not one that we need. You know how embarrassing it is to be better than a druid? Like, come on. So there's one on that side. Is there one on the other side? He's a boomkin. And he's level 39 out here. Gonna be rough for you, partner. Okay, so we need 6 more mages is what we need to go find. Good deal there. I did find a video where a guy talks about how he did put together a tank build for the rogue, or for the hunter, specifically the melee. Like, we can't queue for it, but he's like, yeah, man. Like, he's like, I'm finishing up some touches on it, and then I'm gonna post a video because he's like, I can tank as a melee hunter. I'm like, I'm calling BS, my guy. Like, that's no bueno, man. Oh, there's a couple here. Problem is he's not going to be able to get much DPS going. I don't feel like I'm absolutely rocking him on DPS. What's he fighting? Oh, I see another mage over there. I remember when YouTubers used to put like any character they made, it'd be like character name YT, you know what I mean? And it was supposed to tell everybody, hey, I'm a YouTuber. Or like when clans on Diablo would, like, if you were in a clan, because there's no such thing as guilds. You couldn't be in a guild back in Diablo. So what they would do is they would be like, okay, if you're going to be an R clan, you have to be like XX, then your character name XX. And that's how people will know that you're in our group. And it's like, okay. We just need one more. I think that's that warlock we were playing with earlier. Nope-y nope. Go for it, Hunter. Here you go, Hunter. Just saved your life, my guy. Since I just need one more, I'm just gonna stand right here. And we're gonna leave dude's party, because if you're not gonna help me do the quests, I'm not gonna sit here and stay partied up with you. Like, that's just ridiculous. It's like, oh, I need this quest, but I don't want to assist, so I'm gonna let you do it all by yourself. Come on, Shami, you got this. Stop backing up. Stop being afraid. You're level 50, my guy. Let's go. Come on, I just need one more to spawn. And I know one spawns up here. And one spawns, like, right below me. There we go. And then let's run away before anything else spawns. There we go. So we're done with those two quests. Or three quests? How many quests do we have done? 2? Alright, now as far as... let's says we need to go this way. I guess there's a cave over here that we need to do. Let's go try and do that. And I've heard that that inhabit the wilds have had some interesting minerals. Who knows what they are up to, but they sure are protective of that stuff. They don't leave it just laying around. No, they bury it to protect it from folks like me getting their hands on it. I'd give you my shovel. Go to the Jimmy outpost north of here and dig me up some. Oh no, were we supposed to be looking for like dirt piles and crap up there? That's a bummer. I did not realize we were supposed to be looking for dirt piles. Nothing was shiny and sparkly, man. Is that what this is? And then we use the shovel next to it? Oh man, that's so lame. And it's not a guaranteed drop? Bro. How fast do they respawn? I don't want to do that. We'll do that quest later. I don't know what's out that way. We'll just go over there. We're waiting for dungeons. I was hoping to get some skinning done too. But for whatever reason, it's not doing it. I thought we had quests that would take us to obliterating stuff. Like, this one wants us to do wings, and I know I can skin those guys. And if we find any ints while we're out that way, we can do those guys. For the metallic fragments. We're coming into this dungeon at 72%. Let's see what we leave this dungeon at. And we gotta make sure we take Growl off. Go passive. We'll take this guy out ourselves. we've already done the Deviant Hides quest, which is really the only one that's easy to do in here. Eventually, you can get the one that is, like, if you want to sit here and queue forever and hope to get this dungeon, or if you're in a 5-man group that is willing to do it, you are able to do the... Gosh dang it. Oh, it didn't affect him. How did they get all the way up over here without aggroing stuff? Make wolf go expensive now. Guess what? I can do that too. I watched someone who does PvP on a warlock on retail WoW. He was like, here's the normal setup people go with. And he showed him doing PvP with the normal setup, and he did good. Like, I don't want to say he wasn't doing good. But he was like, now let's see how high of haste we can get. Dude got it up to like 160 for like 10 seconds. And you could just watch his dots obliterate things. I mean, it was insane. And it got me thinking, is like, if you could do that on retail WoW, is there a way to do that here? Like, if you wanted to do a dot build for a warlock, is there a way to get your haste so ridiculous high that, like, yeah, you're gonna have to constantly be throwing your dots because they're going to tick so fast that they're just going to fall off within a couple seconds. Like, that's insane to me. Who needs on a 10-slot bag? I think it's fun how, is that a paladin tank? Okay, no, it is a paladin tank. I've seen a couple paladin DPSers using the tank hammered in skill. I don't even know what they call it. But I've seen them use it. It's the one where the hammers go around them. I've seen them use it and be like, bro, what the actual snot, dude? I don't own the Deviant Lasher, and I don't own the Slumber. So let's go ahead and do both, and hope that we get at least one. I get not liking doing dungeons, but this is going to be a bad example of how much XP you can get, because we've only gained, like, what, 2%? If that. I used to be one of those. Back in retail. Am I not gonna get a single one of them? Come on. Whew, ran out of mana right at the end. That got us to 77% from like 72%, 73%, whatever I said when we went in. We'll see if we've got enough to do. Oh, yeah, if we're going to get an instant queue, of course we're going to have enough to do one. Let's mint pet, feed pet, drink mana. Trouble in the deeps. See, this one doesn't make any sense because it's like the beginning tunnels of Blackfather Beach, large sapphire clusters can be found along the cave walls. Recently, it was noted that the Naga were harvesting the crystals. I mean, I'll accept that one again, but like, here's the thing. The Naga are all along here. Who left? Why? Why is everyone leaving? Are we gonna take a hit for that? Hope we don't. The tank and the healer just like immediately dipped. Be like, I knew we could skin these guys, so... And they're giving us thick leather, which is nice. There's a whole bunch of them up there. You're able to actually let them out, or at least at one point you were allowed to let these guys out by getting a key, and they would start attacking the Grim Totem guys. Thing is we don't need the Grim Totem guys for a quest yet, so there's no point in doing that. I need at least one more there. And I think these guys actually show as Dragonkin, don't they? I don't have the ability to track Dragonkin yet. Yeah, I noticed, but I don't have time to go sit in an inn right now. We need one more encrusted material. What are you attacking, Wolf? What, to do dungeons? Yeah, I mean, I agree. We'd have at least one of the buffs had I not started late today. Cool. I just need one more encrusted mineral. Third. Go. Now we need the resilient sinew and metallic fragments. Let's turn around to go turn in everything in town. See if that gets us to 47. Sell up all this. What did he just say? Because I've got 30 minutes. If I spend 15 of that sitting in an inn, it's not going to be good. Pick up Alpha Strike. There we go. Go. Now we can go take on the Grim Totems. Because they're like literally right here, so we can just go take them on and then come back and turn that in. here we go. If I can get up this dang hill, geez. Deep. I mean, even without the buff and not taking on all the creatures, we went from 72% to 78%, which is the 6% for taking out literally one boss. What quest do I have that has a stupid timer on it? I'll pick that one up later. Oh, I did not mean to do that. That is not going to be good for us. You're down, and I died. They need to have that 10% buff easier to get to. Have it at, like, every starting city, you know? Like, that would make it better for us to be able to go in and get the 10% buff. But having it in one location for the Horde at Undercity just doesn't make sense. I wonder if that guy bit the dust, because there's a whole bunch of stuff respawned up here. He either ran far enough away to not die, or he died. One of the two. For tomorrow's stream, just so that everybody know, Undercity is 10%. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, is like, that's the only place to get that 10% buff. They should have it in other places. Like, there should be one in Orgrimmar. There should be one in Thunderblood. There should be one... You know what I mean? We just need 5 more. But yeah, I think there should be one in every city, guy. In every major city, at least. That way, when we, you know, getting to Undercity and then coming back, like, you waste so much time to get back to wherever it is that you're trying to quest with that 2-hour buff. Because, think about it, you die, you have to run and go back and get it. It's not a permanent buff. It's not a 2-hour permanent persist through death buff. We just need 5 more. Three more. See? If you're in a really good party, you can actually, as soon as that opens, you just drop a trap or have a tank drop their big AoE, like Consecrated Ground. And as long as you've got a healer that can take or heal the damage from it, it's pretty OP, taking all those guys out at once. One more. Alright, there we go. Let's go turn that in. That should definitely level us. We're 94%. Let's go turn that in. Got 26 minutes, and then I have to get off. I really wish this was my job. Like, I really do. Like, I know I say that a lot, guys, but, like, I would love nothing better than to sit here and be like, hey, let me grab a bite to eat, and then we're going to get right back into this. Because the reason why I leave at 11:30 instead of, say, like 12, since it only takes me 20 minutes to get to work, is so that I can stop and get something to eat before I have to sit at a desk and answer phones and talk to people. I would absolutely love to be like, hey, let's take a 5-minute break. Let me go make some, you know, bacon and eggs or whatever, and we'll get right back to it. I'd love nothing more than to spend my day leveling and talking to you guys and doing all that. It's just, it's not something I can feasibly do right this second. A grim discovery. So did I mention Dead Night well to teach me to open my mouth, don't I? Bring the creative group to Belgrim, Rockmall, and Orgrimmar. Alright, we can go to Orgrimmar. While we're in Orgrimmar, we'll spend the last little bit of time trying to do some more enchants.
How may I aid you?
Show me where I can fly, please. We need to go to Orgrimmar. But yeah, I would love to do it. Let's see. Because, like, here's the thing. Like, so, as far as enchants go, the ones that I'm trying to get, right? I wrote them all down. Like, I write everything down. What I'm trying to get is, we've got Flanking Strike, so we're done there. For epics, we need Black Widow Strike, Charged Up, and Quickfire Tactics. I have Quickfire Tactics. I have the explosive? Yeah, explosive. No, purples. Charged Up. I have Charged Up. It is right there. So I've got this one ready to rock and roll, but that requires us to be level 60. And then we need Black Widow Strike, which is a level 51. So I'm trying to hope that we can get that by just doing regular enchanting, right? Like, that's kind of what I'm hoping to do. I'll have to look into that and see if it's something that can be done. I did join the Discord that shows you where all the Mystic enchants are for every class, but everyone is saying that to find it, there's a elite in Tannerus, I believe is the name of the location. Hold on. Silithus. There's an elite mob out here that you can farm over and over again, and there's a chance that he'll drop. So there's probably a bunch of hunters out there right now, if I was to go out there and just be like, hey, can I help, do this? And we might get it that way. But that's something that I'm going to do on my time, so you guys don't have to waste time or like watch me waste time doing it. We also need to get, as far as rares go, let me re-pull that up. As far as rares go, we've already got Explosive Trap. We've already got Beast on. So we still need Mortal Shots. I think I have that one. We're just waiting for level 50 to be able to put it on. Yeah, Mortal Shots we have. Okay. I don't know why he does Mortal Shots, because we're not using any of these as ranged abilities. I don't know. We'll still put it on there. It's fine. Let's see. Explosive Shot. There you go. Explosive Shot. We have that one as well. We just need space to be able to put it on. Focus Fire and Careful Aim are the last two. So focus, there's Careful Aim, right? Increases the range attack power by an amount equal to 100% of your total intellect. That way, if we have any intellect on, we're good, right? So, and then, like I said, the last one is Focus Fire. Focus Fire. I don't know if we have that one or not. Yeah, we don't have that one. So, all damage caused by you is increased by 2% while your pet is active, and the critical strike chance of your pet's special abilities is increased by 20% while Kill Command is active. The beautiful thing for that is we can use Kill Command every 1 minute. So, it's still a bump in damage. But, like, here's the thing. The blues, I'm fairly confident we can get. Did I need 5 points into lightning reflexes? We did. Boop. Which now allows us to get exposed weakness. 2 more points and we'll have access to Black Arrow. I will put 1 point in that as soon as we hit 50. And actually, that'd be 47, 48. Yeah. 47, 48, 49, 50. 51. Okay. So. What? Oh, I didn't say save. My bad. There we go. So now we've gotten even more agility. So, that's a plus. Where in Orgrimmar does it want me to turn that in? Way over there. And then while we're here, like I said, we'll just do some enchanting. Because I don't think we're going to get into another dungeon in the next... I mean, we've been sitting there for 20 minutes. And we've got 15 minutes, basically, before I got to get off. Also, we're in Orgrimmar. This is a fully rested area. See? We're getting rested XP. We should be getting the buff while we're here in Orgrimmar. And like, I'll go back out there and I'm gonna do some more questing tonight. I'm gonna do some more dungeons tonight. So we'll see. But we're now 47. We're 3 away from hitting 50. We're gonna go see if the inn here in Orgrimmar will actually work. For whatever reason, I don't seem to get the buff if I'm here in Orgrimmar. We're at 1600. We need to sell everything out of our inventory. Oh, good. Somebody's popped an enchant too, so we can use it. Those can get put up. Yeah, no buff in Stormwind either? Like, bro. Which means we're gonna, before we log off, I'm gonna have to hearth back anyway. So dumb.
Goodbye. Well met.
Alright, let's go use this. Let's do some re-rolling while we can, and then we'll hearth back. Alright, so we want to go here, enchant scrolls. We want to go priesty. We're just going to re-roll this one. Combat rhythm. We don't have combat rhythm. That's actually a pretty good one for us. I'm going to go ahead and save that one in case we ever need it. Hydromancer Water Bolt for the Shaman. Okay, one more. Let's go. Come on. Give me something good. Give me gun. Aw, you turd. Alright, we didn't get anything good out of that last one. Sucks. 7. 13 agility. I can get up to 14 agility. That's not good for us, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it.
Greetings, traveler.
And part of the problem is, too, we need, like, one-handed axes, technically, for our Rachel passive. So, like, we go skills, I believe it is. I believe the orcs get an increase to axes. So, alright, well, let's hearth. Just thought of it. Have you tried in the inn in Orgrimmar? Yeah. So, like, what? Here. Here's the inn. Here's the innkeeper right here. Well, why does she have a quest? Assisting Archdruid Rune Totem. Where? In Thunderbluff? Excuse me. But here I am. I'm standing literally next to her. I can come stand over here. I can sit. Nothing. And it wasn't until Cataclysm, I think, where they added the extra inn, like over here somewhere, if I remember correctly. So there's only the one inn that you can sit at. And you don't get the buff. So. Yeah. And I don't get it. Like, I've actually messaged the dev team to be like, hey, was this just an oversight? Was this just something that you guys didn't get a response? So. Alright, let's leave queue. Hello? Oh. And we're lagged, so that's fun too. I think it applies since they are technically range. Oh, you're talking about the enchants? Yeah. I think you're right on that, guy. So. I don't know. Yeah. Like, I'm fairly confident you're right on that. Because otherwise, having that skill just makes absolutely no sense. As far as the rest of the talent points go, like, I'll give a quick rundown of what I'm going to do here. So, let's see. We just finished up lightning reflexes. So we're going to put 3 points here into relentless. We're going to do 2 of 3 points into exposed weakness. Because once we get our crit where I need it, our skills are going to be critting 50% of the time anyway. So it's going to proc almost every single time. So we don't really need to worry about that. Master Tactician. Where'd that go? That one right there. We're going to do 3 of 3 points on that. And then we're going to put 1 point into Black Widow. And we're going to put 1 point into Explosive Shot. Those are going to be all of our remaining points that we're going to have outside of what we're doing here. But like I said, we're going to do 2 points, most likely into Relentless here, which will open up the tree for us to be able to put 1 point into Black Arrow. We'll use it as a ranged until we get the talent that we need, right? So, why am I not getting the buff here either? Are we that lagged?
Ah, I am just the thing for you. Walk with
I don't... Why is this not giving us the buff either? Let's walk out of the inn. Walk back in the inn. Huh. That's a slight problem. We're not getting the buff right now for whatever reason. Hopefully it fixes itself. But yeah, so I mean that's what I'm working on off camera as well, is just trying to get those Mystic enchants, trying to level us up a little bit more, because we're getting close. I mean, we're 13 levels away from max level. So, but I will catch you guys in the next one. I will be streaming tomorrow evening, starting at 7 p.m. Central, or 7 or 8 p.m. Central. Yeah, I'll do that when I get home tonight. But yeah, I'll be streaming Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from either 7 or 8 p.m. Central until probably 11 p.m. Central. Friday, it depends on what my fam's doing. If they're going out trick-or-treating, I'm going to be with them. If they're not doing anything during the daytime, because I know the kiddos have school, if they're not doing anything during the day, we'll be streaming during the day, and then when they get home, we'll go hang with them. Saturday, I have work. I can't remember what my schedule is right off the top of my head for Saturday, and then I'll be off Sunday, Monday, so we'll do all-day streams on Sunday and Monday. Then from there, I'll be trying to come up with a more reasonable streaming schedule so that I'm not happening to be here in front of a computer all day, every day. But not that I don't enjoy it. It's just, you know, I want to spend a little bit more time with the family. So I will catch you heroes in the next one. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Be blessed, be safe out there, and as always, stay legendary, heroes. Peace out.